Hello, welcome to Powerhouse Empire. Everyone has faced moments of self-doubt. Those nagging thoughts that tell us we're not good enough or that we don't have what it takes to succeed. But what if we could turn these feelings around? Imagine a life where self-doubt no longer holds you back, where you wake up each day with a sense of purpose, radiating confidence that draws people and opportunities into your life effortlessly.
Would you believe me if I told you that self-doubt is one of the best things that ever happened to you? Seriously. Right now, some of you may be confused. Me too. But as I learned the truth about self-doubt, my life transformed forever. Self-doubt is a mental conversation in which your mind questions your ability to find a desirable solution to a perceived problem. Such as, what if I'm not strong enough to handle the pressure of running my business? What if I don't know enough to pass this important test? What if I never find my true purpose in life? Do questions like these keep you up at night? Self-doubt can silence your intuition and steer you away from even finding out what you really want. We tend to build an identity around being the successful person who always comes up with great solutions. But how do you feel when you don't? How do you feel when things are not moving forward the way you imagined? How do you deal with the part of you that feels anxious, inadequate, and insecure? Most of us push it aside. We focus on being busy. We rationalize our feelings as unimportant. We don't like to talk about how much we doubt ourselves because we think it makes us look weak. So, when you remove all of the glory that comes with pursuing bigger dreams and goals, you uncover a daily reality for so many of us. We feel lonely. Lonely because we think that people wouldn't really understand us if they truly knew how we felt. So we end up alone with our self-doubt, trying to figure this all out by ourselves. The next time the doubt comes, don't fight it. Embrace it as a friend who wants to remind you to fill up your self-love tank.
Self-doubt is a universal experience. Everyone has moments of questioning their worth and abilities. However, the key to moving past these doubts is self-awareness. Take time to understand where your insecurities stem from, whether it's past experiences, personal insecurities, or fear of judgment. Knowing the root of self-doubt allows you to challenge it at its core. Once you acknowledge it, you can begin to replace it with beliefs that align with who you want to be.
Confidence is something that we underestimate the importance of. We treat it like a nice to have instead of a must have. We place value on knowledge and resources above what we deem to be the soft skill of confidence. Confidence is the necessary spark before everything that follows. Confidence is the difference between being inspired and actually getting started, between trying and doing until it's done. Confidence helps us keep going even when we failed. Without confidence, we get stuck. And when we get stuck, we can't even get started. Instead of getting mired in what can get in our way, confidence invites us to perform with certainty. We all operate a little differently when we're sure we can win versus if we just hope we will. And this can be a helpful check. If you don't have enough confidence, it could be because you need to readjust your goal. If you have too much confidence, it could be because you're not rooted in something real. Not everyone lacks confidence.
Confidence isn't built overnight. It's a muscle that grows with consistent effort. Start by setting small, achievable goals that align with your larger ambitions. These mini successes create positive momentum, reinforcing the belief that you are capable of achieving what you set your mind to. Each time you accomplish something, no matter how small, recognize it as a step toward your larger goals. These wins are the building blocks of self-confidence, giving you the courage to take on bigger challenges without feeling overwhelmed.
What could you do to improve yourself? Well, let's step one step backwards. The first question might be, why should you even bother improving yourself? And I think the answer to that is something like, so you don't suffer any more stupidly than you have to. And maybe so others don't have to either. It's something like that. You know, like there's a real injunction at the bottom of it. It's not some casual self-help doctrine. It's that if you don't organize yourself properly, you'll pay for it, and in a big way, and so will the people around you. Now, look around for something that bothers you and see if you can fix it. What would I have to do? And you have to ask yourself that, right? It's not a command. It's like a genuine question. If you allow yourself just to consider the expanse in which you exist at that moment, there'll be all sorts of things that'll pop out in it that you could just fix. I would say, start where you can start.
People are drawn to those who take care of themselves, both physically and mentally. Make your well-being a priority. Exercise regularly, eat healthy foods, and engage in activities that uplift you. Physical wellness boosts your energy and appearance, while mental well-being fosters resilience and a positive outlook. Take time to read, learn new skills, and work on areas of personal growth that will make you a well-rounded and attractive individual. When you invest in yourself, you project a sense of self-worth, which is incredibly appealing to others, and especially to those seeking a partner who values self-respect.
You will have to become someone you've never been before. You want to go somewhere you've never gone? You got to do something you've never done. You got to say something you've never said. You got to go to a place in you that you've never even been. You get to redesign. You are your Michelangelo. You are your greatest sculpture. And you get to recarve and you get to up-level as much as you need. You're not sentenced to this life this way. You chose it. You get to choose as much as you want. You get to design it any way you choose. You're not sentenced to your future. You have an opportunity to your future. What do you want and how do you want it? And if it doesn't make you a little afraid, then you ain't playing big enough. Ask yourself, what's my dream? What's my dream? You are the author of your autobiography. You write the story of your life. No one can write your financial story. No one can write your spiritual story. No one can write your emotional story but you.
Self-doubt often stems from a fear of failure or not being good enough. By committing to a growth mindset, you give yourself permission to learn from every experience, whether it's a success or a setback. Instead of striving for an unrealistic standard, focus on becoming a better version of yourself each day. This perspective not only builds resilience, but makes you more attractive to others who admire your authenticity and commitment to self-improvement. This mindset not only attracts financial success and fulfilling relationships, but also leads you toward a life filled with confidence, abundance, and purpose.